Hello, my name is Cherie Castellano, and my life's about change and connection and how giving and receiving can foster healing. Growing up in New Jersey, I was a typical Jersey girl, pretty blessed and happy, but my grandpa developed bipolar disorder and was institutionalized. And I volunteered to bring him Sunday macaroni as part of our Italian tradition. And what I found was that in that volunteering, not only did it help him and the people around him, but it also made me feel special, and I really loved the experience. That inspired my career in mental health as a clinician and ultimately as a leader in peer support programs, where my focus was really thinking about those who serve others and how to help them. I saw that cops and firefighters, moms of disabled kids, child protection workers, nurses, teachers, even clergy often suffered silently while helping others. I thought about how this shared lived experience could impact them and help them. And I created a model called reciprocal peer support, which basically is a structure to teach people how to use their lived experience to serve someone else. And it's reciprocal. Both parties benefit from it. During my time in the mental health field, I really have been blessed with a lot of success and loved watching the transformation that this healing connection offered for those in need. I spent 23 years doing this and realized that it was time to maybe think about, as I approached my 60th birthday, retirement and moving on with my kids in college. And suddenly we had a tragedy in my life. Our house had a terrible fire and it destroyed our home and everything we owned. And my life changed again. And in that change, I recognized that people wanted to also help us in this whole reciprocity concept of giving and receiving. And so even one of the people who came right after the fire, a fire inspector, told me about a suicide in his department, and I was able to give him the fire peer number. One of the contractors told me about he and his wife struggling with a disabled child, and I gave him the mom peer number, and I thought, this is no coincidence. I thought of the scripture, wherever two or more are gathered, there I will be. So in that context, I recognized in the days that followed that over 700 people not only made donations to us, but said with heartfelt messages, you helped us, let us help you. And it was really a powerful experience. Even one of the gals who had lost her house in a fire came to see me and normalized what I was going through. Anyway, I'm at my house, my temporary housing here, watching the Today Show, and I see Karen's segment on Life's About Change, and I thought, it's time for me to use my peer support expertise to help others in a more profound way. I think that right now we're in an unprecedented mental health crisis in our country, and it's too much for the providers and the systems to handle alone. So I think we need some other options. We need to connect as peers. We need to, what I call Volunpeer. My new organization called Volunpeer is a nonprofit that is focused on developing and offering peer support services in our communities so that we can foster healing together in a simple way, as a simple solution. Like Karen says in Life's About Change, we serve others through what we've learned in overcoming our own challenges. And in turn, we're served. We're stronger together. So I'll end with my favorite quote by Helen Keller. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. And we can overcome the suffering that's happening now. We can volunteer because life's about change.